Alright, hello everybody, my name is Veritas, and welcome back to Destiny. Today we're going to be playing some Iron Banner, because it exists and I need to get my rank up in it. And I figured I don't play a lot of PvP, so for those of you that like PvP, hi, the one of you, no, it's fine. But we're playing a fucking thingamajigger, so we're doing this. So, yeah, this. If we're lucky, we can get 3 daily bounties done in the first game, but I don't see that happening. But we can try, right? So, in light of the weapon nerfs that were announced last night, as I'm recording this on the day it will go up, so on the 19th when the Bungie Weekly Update hit and said, hey, we're making everything terrible now, I would like to talk about pulse rifles, because I feel like pulse rifles are going to start getting the fuck end of the shit stack, because of the fact that they're overused. And yes, they are. I agree with that. They are actually kind of overused. They're the dominant gun right now in Crucible. I understand this. How do you fight lag switching? How do you fight it? No. Stop it, you. I do want to talk about pulse rifle nerfs, though, because I feel like they're getting the short end of the stick. It feels to me like pulse rifles have been, I guess, abused would be the right word, in Crucible, mainly because of Bungie's inability to make vendor weapons not be fucking overpowered. And then you end up getting all, like, the guns that are actually difficult to get, or, like, actually require quests to get. You end up with them being just trash because they have to fix their fucking mistake. I'm talking about the Hawksaw. The Hawksaw and the Nurwin's Mercy. Mainly those two. Bungie has the ability to put guns in the game. That is how guns get into the game, is because someone at Bungie says, this is a good idea. Now, who the fuck at Bungie is saying that Nurwin's Mercy vendor role is a good idea? That is an overpowered pulse rifle in its basic state. Who the fuck at Bungie is saying, hey, the Hawksaw is a great gun, regardless of what perks you have on it, but the perks just make it better. So, let's make it so you can roll a really fucking powerful one and then call it good. And then, let's be like, oh shit, no, we made a mistake. Stop that. Quit using the overpowered pulse rifles that we fucking handed to you. We handed to you. And let's nerf all the pulse rifles in the game, because we can't fix 1 or 2 of our mistakes. Because if they focused on 1 or 2 guns, people would fucking throw a tantrum. If they said, okay, the Hawksaw, the Nurwin's Mercy, and the Smite of Moraine are getting a nerf, people would be like, no, my god! So they have to nerf all of them. Which ends up making a lot of guns that are actually better or difficult to get shit. I'm speaking, of course, of the No Time to Explain and the Grasp of Malok. Now, the Grasp of Malok is not getting nerfed as hard as the other ones, because it is an incredibly high rate of fire pulse rifle. It's not getting the bulk of the nerfs. It's only getting a 2% nerf, but the gun's not very strong to begin with, so that 2% nerf it's the same as the rest of them. It honestly is the same as the rest of them when you factor in the fact that it's fucking, it's very, very low impact, and the rate of fire is super high, so it's already a very weak pulse rifle. The only saving grace on it is that it's cool, and it's a strike exclusive thing, and it's just fun to use. But it can also get some pretty decent perks on it, like Feeding Frenzy and stability perks and stuff like that, and it can be very viable in PvP. I've seen people using it in PvP. I love it in PvP, but until I got to No Time to Explain, it was my main gun everywhere. I didn't have to take it off when I went to Crucible. I could just leave it on the whole time. It was great. It worked in both encounters, and it was fantastic. The same thing with No Time to Explain for me is that No Time to Explain is a gun that I can pretty much just use wherever the fuck I feel like it, and it works out. It feels like it's a gun that's viable in PvP, that's viable in PvE, and does enough damage in both encounters to where it's a good weapon. Now, my problem with this is the fact that, well, this guy can't shoot my grenade to save his fucking life. My problem with that is they're nerfing it. And I don't know why they're nerfing it, per se, but they're nerfing it. Okay, you're a child. he should have been dead from the second shot, but, casting a super makes you invulnerable for 15 and a half minutes. But, anyway. So, they're essentially just nerfing pulse rifles because they know that's a problem! Oh my god, what is happening? What just fucking happened? What just fucking happened? Oh my god! Oh, wow. This is where I suck at life. He just stuck me and ran away. Oh my dearest god, how did I get out of that corner alive? Okay, so back to complaining about pulse rifles. It seems blatantly unfair to blanket nerf pulse rifles. And I know they're not blanket nerfing pulse rifles because, I mean, they are doing that thing. Get out of here. You took the heavy ammo, you dick. I mean, they're doing that thing where they're nerfing some of them this much and some of them that much. And, oh, it's not a blanket nerf. It's just the ones that you like using are being nerfed 8%, and the ones that no one uses are being nerfed like 3%, because that's fair. And I mean, I guess pulse rifles are a little bit overpowered right now. I don't know. I don't honestly see it. I feel like they're gonna buff auto rifles again, which means I think they're gonna feel like year one variants where they're like blatantly overpowered. So they're doing that, and they're nerfing pulse rifles. I feel like they're trying to go back to what they did in year one, where everything was just kind of like meh. Now it's fine to do that, I guess, but I think with the way the guns are right now is fine. I don't think there's any problem with the guns right now. Like, they all feel pretty good. I mean, I don't see a reason to nerf or buff anything. Aside from moving some perks around, like the Irenes that can body shot you for no fucking reason. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's a good change. They're making it so it procs on precision damage. And the only reason for that is because, and the only reason why I think that's a good, change is because they're focusing on one gun. They're focusing on a problem party, and they're changing that. They're not changing a whole fucking weapon class because of it. So, like, say, if the Hawksaw is overpowered, we know it's overpowered. If the Hawksaw is overpowered, then you just change the Hawksaw. If the Nerwan's Mercy is overpowered, we know it's overpowered. The vendor perk roll on that thing makes it impossible to get a better one almost. It is an overpowered gun in Crucible. Then change it. Then change it. Don't change everything, change it. That's why I like these specific nerfs, like the Irene being changed to have LITC only work on precision hits, because it makes it a PvE gun again. It doesn't let you use this overpowered body-shotting, critical chest-shotting thing in Crucible. But it changes the gun itself, so it doesn't do that. They're nerfing a perk, and they're nerfing that gun specifically. When you do these blanket nerfs, you end up with this thing where it's like, oh, it's bullshit. And it's just like, I mean, shotguns are getting every single one of their stats reduced. Every single one of their stats is being reduced. And they're like getting, like, you move slower when you're using it apparently now. And it's just like, all of this terrible shit is happening. And people are just, like, not happy about it. And I don't fucking blame them. It's totally bullshit how they're nerfing the guns. But it's like, oop, wrong one. It's like, what are you gonna do though? Like, what can you do even? It's just, it doesn't make any sense to me that it's like, hey, let's ruin all the guns in the game. It's just, why? Just stop being shitty about it. You know, just change the guns that are the problem parties and leave the rest of the damn things alone. I don't see No Time to Explain being abused in Crucible. When you get killed by it, you get killed by it. There's nothing to go around that. You got killed by it. It's not like a gun that's overpowered like Nerwan's Mercy and Hawksaw. It's just, I don't understand why they're nerfing things in the way they are, I guess, is what I'm saying. It's just, it seems like when one gun in a situation becomes a problem, then the rest of them get kind of dragged down with it. And I've always kind of hated the, like, if one person acts up, you're all staying back in class mentality of people, because that's a very ignorant and stupid mentality. And it seems to be what game devs are doing now, which is really stupid. And this is where I honestly think that we need to have a separation in PvP and PvE weapon balancing. Like, stop fucking the rest of us for the people that play PvP, abusing guns. Stop fucking the rest of us. That's all I have to say about that. But that was good. I like that like little triple in the corner over there. So that was cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any comments or opinions on the weapon balancing, go ahead and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear them. I'm very interested in see what people have to think about weapon balancing, because everyone plays the game differently and everyone has a different way of doing things. So thank you guys so much for thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, very much appreciated. And until the next video, have a fantastic day, everyone.
Double kill. Triple down.